Welcome. In this video, we'll explore how to effectively use FarmCommand for virtual scouting to plan in-season fungicide applications. I'll guide you through monitoring Fusarium Head Blight risk, assessing crop growth stages, and creating a scouting record with a recommendation. To prepare for field visits after virtual scouting, review current weather conditions and the hourly forecast on the FarmCommand dashboard. Check historical weather data to identify areas with recent rain. On the map, switch to List to view the crop status for each field. Type in a column header to sort the list. Here I'm looking for spring wheat. Notice the disease column lists the Fusarium Head Blight risk level. I'm going to sort the stage column for flowering because we know wheat needs to be treated around flowering to mitigate the effects of this disease. Knowing there are 4 fields in the early flowering stage, at medium risk for Fusarium Head Blight, will help me direct my scouting and recommendation efforts. Let's switch back and look at this on the map. First, I'll filter for the crop type. Then, I can either filter for the current growth stage or the next growth stage. I'll sort for current. As I select a stage from the list, the fields that are not currently in that stage are removed from the map. So for this virtual scouting, I'm going to look for fields in the early flowering growth stage. Next, I'll select a field on the map to look at the information panel. Here I can also see the current and next growth stages, the disease risk, the yield goal for the field, and the predicted yield. Looking at the satellite imagery for the field will also help you scout for areas of high density where disease can be most prevalent. The NDVI and the scouting layer work well for this. At Farmer's Edge, we also use the imagery to make variable rate fungicide prescriptions. Now, whether you decide to ground truth your virtual scouting with in-field observations or want to make a note for fungicide recommendations, the next step is to open the mobile app. Begin by tapping the field on the screen or searching for it from the bottom panel. Once you have the field, drag the bottom panel up and select View Details. This is just another way you can see the crop growth stage for the field. When ground truthing, I find it useful to have the imagery pulled up in the app. Just tap the layer icon on the map and select Imagery. Then select the most recent date and find the type of image you want on the map. Now, drag the panel down and tap the plus sign to add a new scouting record. Begin by double-checking the field and variety information, then click Start. In the Observation menu, I'll select Disease and choose Fusarium Head Blight from the list of common diseases. Since I'm not measuring the amount of disease in the field, I'll skip that part and go right to the notes. Here I'm going to recommend that the field be sprayed with fungicide during flowering. I can type as much or as little detail in the comments to make sure the recommendation is clear. Once I'm done, I'll save the observation and move on to sharing. To send the report, I simply click Email at the bottom of the screen. Then I can either type an email address or select one of my contacts before hitting Send. I see the confirmation on the screen that the email was sent. Now I'm ready to move on to the next field. Thanks for watching this instructional video.